Bro, do you plan on coming up here anytime soon?
I will in a little bit. Why? What's up?
Because we got this video to do, man, and I kind of want to get it started before the evening gets in. I want to relax.
I kind of want to finish what I'm doing out here, and I'll be right up.
Okay, if you don't mind, I'm going to go get the video started. Do you mind?
I don't mind at all.
All right. Cool.
Go ahead. What's going on, everybody? Christopher here, back with another video, and today we're going to talk about a very American thing, pickup trucks. So I don't talk about this much, but I actually used to be a pickup truck owner for a good number of years, actually. And I am a huge fan of pickup trucks still, even though I don't need one nowadays. Now, I'm sure y'all know already, pickup trucks are a big thing in the States, as we're gonna find out in the video that we're gonna check out. The Ram, the F-150, which is the #1 selling vehicle, I think, in the country, out of all vehicles, which is nuts. And few others, Tundras, Tacomas. There's a bunch of brand pickup trucks out there. I can't remember them all. But here recently, I'm hearing that Ford is making an electric Raptor. A Raptor is considered a special vehicle under the Ford F-150 name. On a late night edit, I was wrong. It's the Ford Lightning, which is also a special vehicle under the F-150. Nonetheless, it's electric and it's awesome. Ford Lightning, not Raptor. But they're making the electric one now. It's just being hyped and everybody wants this new electric Ford F-150 Raptor. Even though I don't have a need for a pickup truck right now, I would love to get my hands on one, you bet your sweet ass. I still feel like there's cases where the F-150 will come in handy here in Germany, especially in the winter time. When there's snow all over the ground, you can put your big tires on it, and if you have a lift and all this extra power, 4x4, put the shoveler on front and push snow off the streets, haul people that are stuck in the snow. I love pickup trucks to this day, still, probably not changing. But Germany isn't so big on pickup trucks. In fact, they work in the exact opposite. They want a vehicle that takes up the least space from what I observed. So let's take a look at this video on why there are so few pickup trucks in Europe, they say, but Germany is included in that. So we're gonna find out what's going on.
Chevy pickups have helped change the way America works and plays.
With the best gas mileage, and it's built Ford tough.
Take the Ford F-150, for example. It's America's best-selling vehicle and has been for 42 consecutive years. Of course, across the pond, things are different. The best-selling cars are typically small hatchbacks like the Volkswagen Golf.
Which I also like, by the way. There was a point in time where I wanted a Golf.
In fact, you'll rarely ever see a citizen of Denmark driving a pickup truck. So, how did America fall in love with the pickup? And why didn't Europe? Let's take a look. The all-American pickup truck began to pick up momentum among the general public with the burgeoning automotive industry after World War I.
Just look at that classic truck. Like, when you think of pickup trucks in America, especially the history, that's the vehicle you picture, or at least people in America, I guess. Europeans, not so much maybe, but that's the vehicle I picture when I think original pickup truck.
American industrialist Henry Ford first noticed the pickup trucks used by the U.S. military during the war, and he predicted there to be a market for something similar among the American working class. In the first half of 2017, 80,300 pickups were sold across Europe. Compare that number to the pickup market in the US, where during the same period, over 200,000 mid-size pickups and over 1 million full-size pickups were sold.
Wow.
So why hasn't the
200,000 mid-size and 1 million full-size. Now, I didn't say it, but my truck, the pickup truck I used to have, was actually a mid-size. It was a Ford Ranger, and man, I missed that thing. It was black. It was the Edge edition. I don't even know what that means fully, but it was the package that came with it, and I got a lot of stuff for the money. So it was a mid-size pickup truck, and man, I drove that thing like everywhere. That was my baby, and it probably would still be my baby. It would probably be like my project vehicle right now if I still had it. But unfortunately, it was wrecked. Not by me, that's all I'll say, but it was wrecked. And it was totaled. And this was right before I left for Germany. I would have bought another pickup if I wasn't, because the insurance did me good. But if I wasn't leaving for Germany, I probably would have jumped right into another pickup truck. No doubt.
pickup gained steam in Europe? Well, first, let's get the easy answer out of the way. Gas prices across Europe are more than twice as high as prices in the United States. As of this year, in the US,
Wow.
the average price of a gallon of gas is $2.40. In countries like France and Italy, average prices can reach as high as $6.08 per gallon.
Wow.
Most of the most popular pickup trucks in America have large.
And there you can see Germany is $5.23. Portugal $5.26, UK $5.29, Finland $5.67. Wow.
Fuel tank capacities. So this
And I can see that it says February 2020, so that's pretty close. It's pretty accurate.
Take a look at the Ford F-150. Its tank can hold up to 36 gallons at a time. On average, a driver in Europe would have to pay around $180 per tank fill for the F-150.
But fuel per se is not.
I don't suppose y'all trying to do that, huh? 180 per fill up? Woo! Man, that's probably, no, that's not the reason. I probably could have got a full-size pickup. I fell in love with the truck that I had, and I just never saw the need to jump into a full-size pickup, at least not in that moment.
Technology in there, it's going to push the prices up to the point where people won't be interested anymore.
If you followed even anything about French politics, for instance, the last, let's say, year and a half, you've seen probably something about the yellow vest protests happening around cities and countries. And that was actually started because of the raising of the gas tax.
Let's compare these two streets. Which one do you think is in Europe and which one is in the United States?
Easy.
It's simple.
Yeah, I don't want to mess this up because they might be trying to trick me. But I would say the one on the left is the U.S. and the one on the right is somewhere in Europe.
Many urban European streets are thin, and pickup trucks are usually wide.
Watch out.
With the rear view mirrors, the Ford F-150 measures a little over 6 feet tall and about 8 feet wide. These measurements are considerably larger than most European vehicles. Take Europe's best-selling car, the Volkswagen Golf, which is 1.5 feet smaller in both directions. Now, the US interstate highway system calls for standard 12-foot wide lanes. In Europe, while road measurements do vary from country to country, the minimum widths can range anywhere from 8.2 feet to 10.7 feet. So driving one of these pickup trucks in an 8.2-foot lane would definitely come with its own set of challenges.
So I remember when I first came to Germany, right? I had an SUV, not a pickup truck. I had an SUV. This particular SUV, and I spoke about this before, but this SUV was a little bigger than the average German vehicle. So maneuvering through certain like hilly, small roads was nuts. And it was one of the influences on why we moved to where we moved to, because we needed wide open roads, because I did not, especially in the wintertime, I did not want to be sliding and slipping and, hitting other people's vehicles in our SUV, But I mean, after that one experience of not fitting on the road and, cars, because Germans park on the street too most of the time. After that experience, and we moved to a place that didn't have that problem, we didn't really see any other issues with our vehicle in Germany. It was a little bigger than other vehicles, but we didn't see any like driving problems or parking problems, and everything worked out. We took it to Munich, we took it to Amsterdam, we took it all over the place, to be honest, and we didn't have any issues.
Customs clearance process. The initial step in the process involves paying an import tax and duty. Out of all the different types of vehicles, pickup trucks have the heaviest import duties. Depending on its cargo loading size, the duty can cost anywhere from 10 to 22% of the cost it took to import it. Along with this additional expense, consumers are also responsible for paying an import tax or value-added tax that ranges from 19 to 22% depending on the country.
I am so glad we didn't have to do any of that when I was in the military. Like, the military took care of all of that bullshit. Like, I didn't have to do none of that. That's crazy.
And once these are paid, multiple forms and documents are then required for processing.
Naturally.
These documents are filed in order to officially register the vehicle within the country. So this part of customs clearance can take a significant amount of time to complete. Lastly, the cultural significance of the pickup truck in America
Wow, look at that.
doesn't have
Now that right there would never fly in Germany. The wheels, the suspension, the height, none of that would work. There is regulations and restrictions for all of this. Everything you see, all of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right, Germany? That's crazy. I miss that kind of stuff though.
the same effect on consumers in parts of Europe.
The pickup truck is sort of connected to almost this, I won't say cowboy image, but this sort of very almost Western, independent, rugged individual.
Of the rugged American outdoors. This particular aesthetic doesn't resonate to that extent with the large
That's the car I had. Not that year, not that version, that model right there, but that's the car I had. That looks like a Ranger.
population in Europe.
By the way, Germany does have Rangers, and I like them. I've seen a couple of them, the new ones, since they've come back, because for a while, a few years, Rangers went out of, they stopped building them, they stopped manufacturing them, but they're back. And the ones here actually look pretty cool. A friend of mine has one. Actually, I don't know if his is American or European, but he has one, a new one.
Sales for the midsize pickup in Europe increased by 19% in the first half of 2017. This can be credited to changes in government regulations. European countries started to enact stricter fuel economy laws and emission standards that caused the market for the traditional body-on-frame SUVs like the Land Rover Defender to dwindle. These SUVs were primarily used to haul large cargo like trailers and boats, and now that they were discontinued, European customers had to look elsewhere for such work. Crossovers?
Wow, that's interesting.
Forget it. Their small displacement engines wouldn't be able to provide enough torque needed to tow heavy equipment, and thus enters the mid-sized pickup truck, most notably the Ford Ranger. With the exception of the Ranger, there still is little American presence in the European truck market. There are cars like the Mercedes-Benz X-Class and the Renault Alaskan, to name a few, which were both built.
Yo, I've never seen either of those, like ever. That makes me want to go like look at pickup trucks now. Just go out to the lots and start looking at pickup trucks because I miss pickup trucks. But I've never seen either of those. That's nuts.
Built upon the skeletons of the Nissan Navara. Unfortunately, this
I may have
market
seen
has
that
been
one.
seeing little success to continue production. So, manufacturers
Maybe
like
not.
Mercedes-Benz expect to cancel their pickup truck lines within 2020.
The Ranger has done well
Wow.
off the back of that. So that's about as
Rangers
American
just
as it
kicking
gets.
all the ass. No other pickup
Ford
truck
is
is
the number one
lasting.
leading brand.
The American pickup that has defined a generation of the country's working class and its outdoor adventure-seeking families may just continue to struggle to see progress across Europe.
Nice. So I think we all knew. We didn't need the video to tell us why pickup trucks aren't big here in Europe, but that still provided a lot of interesting information. Like I didn't know there was a boom in pickup trucks in 2017 due to some changes in standards and stuff like that. And it's also the reason I probably see so many Rangers now, because people, if they're going to choose pickup trucks, they're going to go with the Ranger. And I was going to say earlier in the video that Ford seems to be the company to do it. If there's any company that's, American based that's going to come and get a pickup truck here, it's going to have to be Ford, because Ford has other vehicles here that are actually doing relatively well. But really quick, I want to show y'all something because I've been following this particular channel. It's called RTR Ram Truck Ranch. This guy that runs it is a huge Ram truck fan, and this channel is full of nothing but Ram truck stuff. So if you're a Ram truck enthusiast and you're in Europe, you can go to this channel to get your fix. If you're a European and you're a Ram truck enthusiast, here you go. So let's check this out really quick. So that's the guy, Nico. Big, huge Ram truck fan. It just looks so good to see these full-size Ram trucks everywhere doing their thing. I don't want to watch this whole video because hey, look, a Dodge. A Dodge in Europe. I think this is Sweden where they're at. These guys are based in Germany, but I think this particular video, they're in Sweden right now. But I see a Dodge vehicle in Europe. That's crazy. So let's get to the part I wanted to see. Okay, here we go. So yeah, he does a lot of off-road stuff and displays of off-roading and like the ruggedness of Ram pickup trucks. Like you see this one is like on that hill right there, and you can just like, it's just sticking to the hill. That one is rolling through like what looks like, I don't know how deep that water is, but he's just sitting there right now, but it'll go through that water no problem. And they customize vehicles, but they don't customize them to the extent that they do in the States because, you know, Germany have rules against it. They surely put these vehicles through the ringer. Like they test them, they really do. Here you can see them going through some water. So look at this. This guy actually rushed through the water, which is what I would have liked to have seen. I don't know why these are just still shots. Oh, look how deep that water was. You see that? Look at that. That's nuts, baby. Boom. Oh, I love it. I love it. But yeah, check this guy's channel out. Nico from RTR Ram Truck Ranch. Let's take a look at his channel real quick. So this is what his channel looks like. He's got that Ram truck with the LED lights up in the front there. That is awesome looking. That is very customized. Like if you look at the lights, like I was into all of this for real. So yeah, as you can see, his channel is really clean. Thumbnails are nice and sleek. It's pretty nice. So that's where I'm going to end this with pickup trucks. But just know that, man, I really do miss pickup trucks. And if I had the chance, like if money was no object, I would definitely get me one just to have my toy. Just to have my toy. Because there's still something in my heart for pickup trucks. How can there not be? You know why.